It's not about what you do and how great you are at your craft. It's about how you make people feel while doing it. Mic check, mic check. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chike. Welcome back to the channel. I got a piece of gum on my shoe. That's crazy. So we're gonna be talking about energy and how I feel like energy is just really important, not just business, but just life in general. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Okay, so what is energy? Energy isn't this voodoo concept, something crazy. For me, when I think of energy, I just think of how you make people feel, right? When you step into a room with someone, do you make them feel comfortable? Do you make them feel happy? Or do you make them feel sad or annoyed, right? Good energy to me just focuses on those positive emotions, positive feelings that you just make people feel. And most times it's really just an unsaid thing, right? You just make people feel this way. And for me, energy is everything. I think it's the driving factor in your growth, your success, business, just life in general, yo. Like if you put out good energy, like you're bound to win. The biggest thing I've learned in my creative journey is that the energy you give out to the world, you will also receive. When I step into this world of creativity and just creative entrepreneurship, a lot of people didn't really understand why am I doing all this? And it kind of changes your relationships with some people. And it kind of, when you're in this creative world, your outlook on life kind of changes. And it may be hard for you to relate to maybe your peers who are on different journeys or family members who have different outlooks. That could be a challenge. Maybe sometimes you might feel like you're in toxic environments or just like you're in this box that you just can't quite get out of. And I've been there before, and it's something that still kind of happens in my life and just, going into entrepreneurship, right? When you're connecting with people and networking with people, these are real people that you're connecting with, people that come from different backgrounds, people that got, their own things going on. So you never know if they might have some type of just like insecurities or baggage or anything, right? So you gotta remember when you're networking and connecting with people, like they're also mirroring and reflecting how they view themselves to you. That's just something to be mindful of when you're just mixing energies with people, because you kind of have to decipher what's real and what's fake. You have to decipher, is this genuine energy or is it kind of like fabricated? Is it coming from a different place? That's something that's very, very important. And I feel like I've been kind of experiencing throughout this creative journey on just like, at the end of the day, like I got into this creative path because I just love art. I love creativity. I love that creative flow you're in when you're editing, when you're making videos, when, you're just being a creative. And I know all my creatives who are listening right now can relate to this. You strive always to be in that creative flow because that's where you're born. That's where you start getting your best ideas. So as soon as something kind of blocks your creative flow or hinders your creative flow, it's frustrating. It gets annoying. It's like you start to hate the art. You start to hate the passion, and it's a tough spot to be in. In business, positive energy can be the difference between success and stagnation. Now, I've had clients come back to me, not just for the product that I produced for them, not just for the content that I was able to give to them, but because they just genuinely like being around me. They enjoy the energy that I exude when I work with them, the active listening, the, affirmations, the reassurance, the comfortability. Those are kind of like tangibles. Those are things that like outside of the creative work just make you a human being. At the end of the day, we're creators, we're human beings. People like working with people. So it goes way beyond your skill and way beyond your talent. People are really like, who do I want to work with? And that's something that I feel like has tremendously helped my business grow, just by genuinely being a good person, genuinely just having a passion for this. And when you start doing that as well, and when you actually start putting your heart into your work, it's gonna show. Just to give you all an example real quick, I was on vacation with my girlfriend in Bermuda, and I was not expecting to work at all, man. We were on vacation, just, enjoying the beautiful island. And the family friend that we were staying with, she's actually a lawyer. And we didn't end up seeing her to the end, towards the latter of our trip. But when I finally met her, the energy and just the positivity between her and just me and my girlfriend were just very prevalent. And we ended up having a conversation just about like what I do as a creative, my business, my values, things of that nature. I'm just communicating to her like my business. I'm showing her my website, my portfolio, work that I've done for others. Like, hey, this is what I do. And she was loving it. And it's crazy. The next day, I text my girlfriend like, hey, can Chike come to the office tomorrow to shoot a video? And long story short, I ended up making a brand video for her law firm, and she connected me with the CEO, and I got a gig out of it. And I say this story to say, like, you never know where your business or where your passion can really get you, because what turned from a simple conversation, a simple just communication about my business and what I do, turned into an opportunity for me. And this is not the first time in which just having positive relationships or having a positive impact on someone's life just through communication, just through how you made someone feel. It's not the first time it's happened. So I challenge you guys to really just be more comfortable. Number one, be more comfortable in talking about your business. And number two, just be in that practice of giving good energy. I remember when I was talking to her, I was very passionate about how I talk. I was very confident in how I talk, and she picked up on that. And I think just all that is just super, super important, because again, you never know where your passion is going to take you. You never know what opportunities are waiting at the other side of the door. You just got to be able to communicate that and be ready for it. And the first step to being ready for it is just exuding good, positive energy. Okay, so how do you actually start practicing positive energy, right? And again, this isn't a voodoo, right? It's a practice, meaning that you get better at it over time. You're not going to be good probably at the beginning, just like me. I probably was a negative Nancy a lot. I still have my moments where I'm a negative Nancy, right? But it's a practice. You get better at it over time. You're not going to be perfect, but here are some things that have worked for me. Number one, being intentional with your actions, right? And this is very important, especially in a time age like this, where just like your attention is currency, your time is currency. So, really think about your future and really think about like, do I want my future self to behave this way? Something that's helped me in the past is literally writing down what I want my future self to be, what that looks like, what that feels like, right? What kind of energy do you want to have when you walk into the room 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when you've reached all your goals? Think about those things, right? And then think about how you can apply those to your life right now. Number two, mindful self-care. Now, this might sound a little cliche, and probably you've heard it a million times before, but really taking care of your body physically, mentally, emotionally. Figure out what you like to do to just take care of yourself. Some people like doing their routines, their daily routines, their morning routines, evening routines, right? Some people like me like getting a haircut every week and a half. Really to just like take care of ourselves, feel good. Other people like exercise. Like, that's a good way. I like to just stay active and take care of myself. Some people like meditation and yoga, right? Experiment with different things. Find out some mindful practices that you enjoy that you can also take in your life, because that's what's going to help you boost your confidence and boost your esteem. And it shows, right? It shows in your communication. It shows how you talk to people. That's what's going to help you inevitably just exude good, positive vibes. If you want positive energy and certain opportunities, you got to start like giving that to people. It's not that hard, bro. Like, just be generous, encourage people, right? Example, like, whenever I go to the gym with somebody, people know me for this too. Like, I'm that guy that, yo, let's keep going, let's keep working, come on, 5 more, bro, let's go. I'll help you on that last rep as you coming up. I'm known for that, because it's like, to me, it's like, we're in the gym pushing each other. We're in the gym because we want to work on ourselves. So of course, I'm gonna try to multiply that with just the energy I put out in that room. Like, let's make it happen. So when you exude positivity and just positive vibes, you just open doors for new opportunities. You build relationships and you just unlock new potential. It's that simple. It's literally like a ripple effect. What you put out to the world comes back to you in unexpected ways. Just like I had that situation in Bermuda. Like, I was not expecting a paid opportunity. I was not expecting anything. I'm just being myself and communicating good energy, communicating like just positive vibes. And look what happened. It ended up being a paid gig later on just because of that. So like, honestly, you just never know. So like, I'm always just a proponent of just giving good vibes and kind of like getting away from those toxic environments, because I know how it feels, bro. Like, it might feel like you boxed in, it might feel like you locked in and you can't get out. But I promise you, you follow these systems and you follow these steps, you can be on your way to just giving good vibes. I remember, for my creative entrepreneurs that are listening, like, this is one of the first principles you learn when you get into business. Business is built on trust, and trust is built on energy. It's not about what you do and how great you are at your craft, right? It's about how you make people feel while doing it. When clients feel that you're invested and you're bringing positive energy to the plate, they're more likely to invest in you too. And I feel like I've noticed this with every successful business in the world, whether they're conscious of it or not. They very much pay attention to that customer experience, that customer journey, right? So of course, as startups, as first year entrepreneurs, we should also focus on that too, because that's what's gonna help us propel forward. And business aside, like, that's how you should operate with life too. Like, I'm a big proponent of just like, things you learn in business are very similar to things you just learn in personal development and personal growth. I think personal growth and business are so, like, they're damn near the same thing, right? If you want to get better at business, you got to grow as a person. There's just no two ways about it. And the last thing, which I think is the most important thing, is surround yourself with positive influences. I mean, this one is really a game changer, right? Because we're all humans. We all crave to be around our community, to be around people, right? So you better make sure those people are good for you. You better make sure those people are also on the same track as you, in terms of just, you guys are pushing each other. You guys are striving for the same goals or similar goals, right? That's going to be very, very important, because, what do the Golden State Warriors say? Strength in numbers. That shit is real. Like, a lot of people in business feel like they have to do it alone, right? But we're off that. Collaboration over competition. You guys are going to get to the top much faster and much more efficiently if y'all build and grow together, as opposed to if you try to do everything by yourself. So make sure you're around people who kind of complement your life, complement the things that you got going on, because that's going to propel you forward, and in turn, like, also just fill your cup. you know, and that's going to help you kind of just give good vibes for real. At the end of the day, life and business is about the energy you choose to put out into the world today. Choose positivity and choose to uplift. And I promise you, your life will change in ways you would not have imagined. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what type of videos y'all like seeing. Did y'all like this more of a raw and uncut vibe? Did you like my previous video, which it was kind of like creative storytelling? Let me know what you guys like, and also just leave questions down below that you guys have just about the creative process and just creative entrepreneurship in general. Until next time, peace.